How good is DeMar DeRozan? We're gonna get into all that today. First things first, I just wanna say, appreciate you all for 200 subscribers. Second thing, Instagram, Twitter, link in the description. But let's go ahead and get into how good is DeMar DeRozan, because we ain't gotta waste no time. Now, DeMar DeRozan is having an all-time season right now. He had 5 straight 35-point games. He's over here playing like a superstar. You look at his stats, he's averaging 28.1 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists per game. He's shooting 51.7% from the field, 34.3% from 3, 86.6% from the free throw line. That is also a big thing. DeMar DeRozan is one of those players that can do it all. Free throw line is one of the things that he can do. He gets to the free throw line, penetrates. He's really good at making sure he finds people off that free throw line. He makes crazy passes, and he shoots 8 free throws per game, 86%. 6.9 go in. That means that DeMar DeRozan can basically do everything. I like to believe that he's the best mid-range shooter in the game right now. When you look at him in that mid-range, he's almost always running a penetration. And you may be like, a penetration? Well, usually people penetrate off the screen, but he's usually always doing it even without the screen. He's always trying to penetrate the defense into making him think he's doing something else, and then he does other thing. And he's very good at that, and that's where he basically, is probably the most good. And he's able to hit the mid-range shots, he's able to hit the difficult shots, but he's also able to do the things that every single star needs to be able to do. Hit the 3, get to the line, make the right passes. That's what makes DeMar DeRozan so good. And so when you talk about like how good is DeMar DeRozan, can he be an MVP? He can be the MVP, but he's not gonna catch up to guys like Jokic or Steph, because of the fact that even though he may be having a good season, he's not in the media like the others, so he's probably not going to get the MVP. So every Bulls fan, don't get your hopes too high. He's probably not going to get it, and that sucks, but we know, we have eyes to see. We can see who's going to be the MVP. We can look out of our own eyes and see, hey, this guy's good. That guy, I really like watching him play. We can see that out of our own eyes, so we don't need like the media telling us who's the best player in the NBA. We can see who's great and who's not. Just like Jokic probably won't get the MVP, and Jokic the best player in the NBA right now. That's my opinion. I'm just saying, generally, I believe he's the best player in the NBA, and I don't think he's going to get the MVP. Think about it. DeMar DeRozan has a lot more to his game than people really appreciate. Defense is one of those things, but the playmaking is something that I really wanted to get into. His plus minus is a 4.2. He has a 4.2 plus minus. His playmaking skills, he may only average 5.1 assists per game, but if you watch him play, you can see the preciseness when it comes down to it, and the ability to make the flashy passes while also making the simple passes down low to his big, whether it's a Foos or trying to find Zach LaVine. Maybe he comes off the screen once in a while. But no matter what it is, he's looking to play defense, and that's why I love DeMar. DeMar brings a lot to the game of basketball, more than just, scoring and defense like somebody like Paul George would. He brings the whole dimension, the whole 109. He brings every single thing that you could ever ask for from DeMar. He brings that. He has this type of skill, and he has a talent to where when he's out there, you can just see the game coming to him. He doesn't run to the game. In the mid-range, his game is fluid. He just knows how to maneuver. He knows how to get open. He knows how to make sure that he's going to get the shot that he wants. That's why I like DeMar, me personally. Because of the fact that he knows what sets he wants to run, where he wants to go, what he wants to do on the court. It's all about, for DeMar, to be honest, it's really all about how do you play him? What type of defense are you going to play against DeMar? Because he's going to maneuver, but depending on what defense you play is depending on what he's going to score. You play back, he's going to pull a bunch of threes. You play up, he's going to maneuver, penetrate, and hit you with a bunch of mids. You play neutral, he's just going to cook you up, and whatever works with whatever works. And if you're really dumb, you let him get to the paint. And if you just retarded, you let him get to the paint and pass it out. That's how good DeMar DeRozan is. He's that good. That's why people love DeMar, and that's why I love DeMar. He has more dimensions to his game than this regular thing. And that's what I wanted to say, because people always say, you have this guy, he can shoot, he can finish, he's the 3-and-D guy, you got the defender. There's players in the NBA that we're seeing now, as in Jokic. DeMar DeRozan did a video on Luka last night. We're seeing these new players come up with more dimensions to their game. Ja Morant, they can do more. They're not one-dimensional or two-dimensional. And that's why we're seeing this new wave of players, and we're seeing all these players in the MVP debate. With Steph and Trey and Luka and Nikola and John and D-Book and D-Mix and Zach. Like, we're seeing all of this because there's more great players in the NBA. And that's what's making the NBA a lot more fun. We're seeing a lot better, more scores, and a lot more players that can do more. That's why so many people in the MVP conversation this season. And I'm all here for it. But look, that's where I'm getting this video off, man. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I certainly did. Make sure that like button is blue, the subscribe button. Consider subscribing, like I say, it's completely free. You can always change your mind later. On the road to 1K, hitting it before the summer. And yeah, it's gonna be from me, man. Peace out.